Do you have a low CGPA or a high number of backlogs and you're worried that you may not be able to make it to the top universities? Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you proof that we have sent students with low GPAs. Some of the lowest GPAs that we have worked with are GPAs like 5.9, 6.2, 6.5, 7, 7.3, 7.5. Whereas some of the highest GPAs that we've worked with are somewhere around 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5 and even up to 9.9 in certain cases. We've done all kinds of cases with backlogs from 0 to even 30 plus. But one thing I can tell you is backlogs really hurt your chances. So if you have a high number of backlogs, more than 10, it's gonna be a bit tough. But for the rest, GPA, if it's low, doesn't matter. I'll show you plenty of examples in this case. You will walk out of this video with the confidence that you can make it to some of the topmost universities. Hi guys, my name is Yash. I make a lot of videos about studying and living overseas. If that's your gig, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram for more videos like this. Guys, till date, we've sent 20,000 plus cases to universities in US, Canada, UK, all over the world, Australia, you name it. We've sent them to Europe, we've sent them to Germany, Italy, Portugal, France, we've sent them to New Zealand. There's a lot of countries that we work with. And you'll be surprised to see that some of these cases with even low GPAs have been able to garner scholarships. So it's not just about getting them admissions, but also scholarships in decent universities. There have been about 5 cases with high number of backlogs that we have not been able to do as well. So I want to tell you the reality over here that most of the times it works, in some cases it doesn't work. So I want to show you the cases where it does work so you will know whether you should be moving forward or not. And by the way, we're talking about top universities only. Anyone can make it to Pace University, Blue Mountain College, University of New Haven. These are not the universities that we are targeting over here. Just want to be very clear with you from the start. So in this video, we're going to be telling you about what it takes to get into some of the topmost universities out there, even if you may have a low GPA or a high number of backlogs. To prove that, I'm going to be showing you real profiles of real clients with low GPAs or with backlogs who got into decent universities, still quite good universities basically for their profiles, with scholarships as well in some cases. So let's get right to it. Now remember, these are people that I personally worked with. You can actually go ahead, message them, verify all of this information if you'd like. Of course, if you have a little bit of trust, that would be great as well. Now, let's get started. Let's talk about Dora Babu's profile. Very proud of him because with a 68% and 2 backlogs over here. Take a look at this, 68%, man. That's a little low, right? 2 backlogs, and university quality is also not that great. It's okay-ish. He had an IELTS score of 6.5, 7, 8 and 7. That's a decent score, not bad. And he had a GRE score of 162, 157 and 3 on AWA, right? You can take a look at his resume and stuff. Of course, you can visit the profile on YMGrad.com. Now coming to his decisions over here, let's take a look. He applied to quite some universities, got some rejections and some acceptances. University of Illinois, Chicago, University of Cincinnati, Missouri, Kansas City, that's bad. And then Syracuse, which is a good, decent university. And he has $6,059 of annual scholarship as well. This data is verified, it's added by the client himself, and we have worked with him end to end on his visa process as well. So I've seen his I-20 and this is correct. I can tell you this profile bagged a $6,000 scholarship annual. Can you imagine that? And at Syracuse, take a look at his profile now. From Syracuse, he moved on to Amazon. It's amazing what kind of results we can produce with profiles with even a low GPA many times. Take a look at this. He's working as a software development engineer at Amazon. That's quite a dream come true. And I think I'm really proud of his progress. I hope this is giving you confidence. Next one, even better. Harit Ahuja's profile, he did his bachelor's with a 7.5 GPA. Now his GPA is a little bit higher, but wait for it. 1 backlog, 4 research papers. Research papers really count. It really improves your profile, right? and there's a work experience of about 4 months. That's just an internship. There's an IELTS score of 6.5, 7, 8, 7.5, which is decent, right? So he's qualifying for almost every university out there. GRE score of 155, 146, and 4. It's a bit low, I would say. It's a bit on the low side, right? You can take a look at his resume later if you want on our website. But the decisions over here, take a look at these. He got so many good admits, so many. University of Melbourne, one of the topmost universities in Australia. Monash University, University of Technology Sydney, RMIT, Deakin, Macquarie, Dalhousie, Canadian universities also here. Concordia, Ontario, York University and Waterloo. And guess what? At York University for the MIS program, he got a 61,000 lump sum scholarship. 61,000 Canadian dollars, can you imagine? That is insane because that is almost full funding. Take a look at Hertz's profile right now. He is research assistant at York University. That means he's also making money on the side on top of the scholarship that he already has. It is amazing what he's doing with a 7.5 GPA, guys. I know you may think it's a little bit on the higher side, but I want to show you all the cases. I know some of you watching will have GPAs of 7s, some of you will have 6s, right? So I want to keep it on a fair scale, but this is the possibility. Take a look at another one. Tanay Kumar, one very good friend of mine, and he has a 6.4 GPA over here, right? MIT Art and Design Technology University, 1.5 years of work experience he had. Now Tanay's case is a bit different. He applied with us twice, but I'll talk about that in a bit. TOEFL score was quite good, as you can see, very decent score, and his GRE score was also quite decent. So overall the profile on paper looks good. The only thing is that the GPA is a little bit low. Now let's take a look at his decisions. Understand this, he applied twice. So once we applied for him in 2018, I think, or 2019. And 2019 we applied, end of 2019. And he got his admits on 2020. NYU he got into. Back then he had almost no experience, I believe. NYU, UT Dallas, all right? Very good admits. After that, what we did was, and also by the way, RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology as well. But his dream university was always Duke. So after that, he said, hey, I want to wait for maybe a year or two more. And then in 2022 January, we applied again. With that, we were able to actually get him into Duke University Master of Management program with an $8,000 lump sum funding with a 6.4 GPA. Can you imagine that? 6.4 GPA, Duke University, amazing result. And Tanay right now, I believe, is working at Capital One as a senior business analyst in Virginia. You can see it's an amazing profile, amazing improvement, great work. Let's talk about another one over here, Orijit Malik, and this one is only 58%, 58.3% for backlogs, 4.2 years of work experience. University is okayish, and he had a decent TOEFL score and a GRE score was also quite decent, good, right? With that, he was able to actually get into University of Washington, Management Information Systems. Can you imagine that? With a funding of about 13,000 annual US dollars. So take a look at this. Orijit's profile, he's also working at Amazon now. He finished in 2022, I believe. And he's a business analyst over there full time now in Washington with a 58%. Can you imagine? There was a significant gap between his application. He had about 5 years of work experience, note that. But with that, 58%. All right, so that's there. The next one, Krishna Teja 30. And he actually had a 6.59 from the field of mechanical engineering. His school was quite good. Please keep that in mind. 2.3 years of work experience as well. Now, he wanted to actually go for, I'm not quite sure if he already had an MBA. I think he had an MBA already. So this is a master's. He already did an MBA. We don't know which school he did it from, but he had 64%. So consistently, you can see his grades are in 6 pointers, right? Now with that, his IELTS score was 8.59. That's quite a good score. And GRE score was 170, 152, which is also quite a decent score, right? The decision he got was he got into Columbia University with this profile with a $30,000 annual funding, which is almost as good as, well, not full funding, but still more than half, right? And that's amazing. That's an amazing, amazing result. Take a look at this. He is I believe currently, I'm not sure if he's finishing it up right now, but it's amazing the kind of result that he's been able to get over here. All right, let's take a look at the next one over here, Vaishnavi's profile, and I'll show you. She was actually from BITS. Now that of course counts, decent university, but 6.95 GPA and an IELTS score of 7.58, 6.5, 6.5. So, IELTS score is also a little bit lower here. Right? With that, she was able to actually get into Penn State Harrisburg and Northeastern University, and Penn State actually had quite a good scholarship as well. And you can take a look here that she's currently studying at Penn State University, looking for internship opportunities. It's amazing what kind of results you can really see. Now these are really profiles that got into the top universities, top 30 universities, top 50 universities, you can say, right? I've shown you profiles who got into good universities, even with low GPA, high backlogs in many cases, but at the end of the day, they're making it. Now, this is the kind of result you can also bring for yourself if you do it right. That's important. If you need help and you're doing this for the first time, we've done it for thousands of cases. You can take a look at our services page where we can actually take care of end-to-end, whatever you need essentially. Especially in the complete application help or the research paper service, we can really improve your profile and send you towards the topmost universities. Click these links here to know more about how we do it and what we do for you. All right? And if you have any questions, my WhatsApp number is in the description, so reach out to me anytime over there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it gives you confidence. Goodbye. Take care.